Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be going over and ranking the top 10 best companions that you can recruit into your party in the Mount & Blade Bannerlord mod, Realm of Thrones. We'll be ranking these companions from 10 to 1 today, 10 being the worst of the list and 1 being the best, just like we did in the previous video. This list will be based primarily on the companion's overall skill set, as some of them are going to be better at certain things compared to other companions to give you the best overall companion possible. But if you haven't already, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button and let's go ahead and get into our list of companions. Starting off our list at the number 10 spot, we have Lord Varys. At first glance, he might not seem all that special, but the reason I have him in this list is because he is one of, if not the best governor in the game. He has 100 in trading, 250 in stewardship, and 60 in engineering. Even if you don't own a city yet necessarily, you could still throw him in as your quartermaster in your clan and boost your party size substantially. Overall, a great companion depending on what stage of the game you're in and how much you value stewardship. Moving up the list at the number 9 spot, we have Sir Benfrey the Lucky. Might be a surprising pick, but like I said in the beginning of this video, these are going to be the best all-around companions and not necessarily the best at one thing. Taking a closer look at his stats, he's a pretty decent fighter with a 120 in one-handed, 80 in two-handed, polearm, bow, crossbow, and throwing with 100 in riding and 120 in athletics. Moving on, he's got an 80 in tactics, 80 in charm, 120 in trading, 100 in stewardship, 100 in leadership, and 120 at engineering. Again, Sir Benfrey would make a great governor with the high skill in trading, stewardship, and engineering. You could also use him in other ways as well, as he would be a great caravan or an engineer in your clan, or even creating a separate party for you to be able to call on whenever needed. Again, another great companion depending on what skill set you value most. Continuing on at the number 8 spot, we have Syrio Forel. This companion isn't like the others in this list, but is known for being one of the best fighters in Realm of Thrones. As you can see, he has a 290 in one-handed, 280 in two-handed, 200 in polearm, 100 in throwing, 100 in riding, 220 in athletics, and 60 in tactics and scouting. Also has a 120 in charm, 120 in stewardship, and 150 in leadership. With this companion, I would definitely recommend making him the captain of your line infantry to get those extra bonuses to your foot troops before battles. You could also create a second party, as he would have a fairly large party size that you could call upon when needed. But overall, just a great companion that you could add to your party. Next up in the list at the number 7 slot, we have the one and only Gendry. Gendry is probably one of my favorite companions in this game right now, and you are about to see why. He's not the best fighter, as he has a 80 in one-handed, 180 in two-handed, 60 polearm, bow, crossbow, and throwing, with the 60 in riding, 150 in athletics. But what makes him stand out is his 200 in smithing and also 150 in engineering. These are also the highest in the entire game for those specific skill sets. But if you are like me and make your money from smithing, or if you just want to be able to create cool weapons and armor if you have the Bannercraft mod, then Gendry is definitely one of the best companions for you. But not only that, like I said, he has the highest skill level in engineering in the game, which would help you break those walls when sieging a lot faster. Again, you can see probably why he is one of my favorite companions in the game. Moving along to the number 6 spot, we have Brienne of Tarth. Brienne is definitely one of the best fighters in Realm of Thrones, as she has a 270 one-handed, 270 in two-handed, 260 in polearm, along with 70 in bow and crossbow, 100 in throwing, 130 in riding, 220 in athletics. She also has 100 in stewardship, leadership, and also 60 in medicine. Just like Syrio Forel in this list, I would definitely make her a captain in my party before any battle to reap the benefit of any bonuses she may give to your troops. With also having a 60 skill in medicine, she would also be a pretty decent surgeon for your clan to help your troops heal faster after battle. Now entering the halfway point in our list at the number 5 spot, we have the one and only Samwell Tarly. Sam is definitely the opposite of Brienne and Syrio when it comes to fighting, but he makes up for it as he's pretty much good at everything. He has an 80 in stewardship, 100 in engineering, 100 in crossbow, 100 in smithing, 150 in medicine, and 70 in charm. You can use Sam in a number of different ways, as you could create a separate party, have him as an engineer, or even just use him for smithing weapons or armor. But what I would recommend doing is assigning him as a surgeon of your clan. That is because he has the second highest skill level in medicine in the game, next to Qyburn, who's 160. Because having him in your party, you can still use him for smithing weapons, which is a huge bonus if you make weapons to make money. But he's definitely a great companion no matter what you need or what stage of the game you're in. Next up at the number 4 spot in our list, we have Drakon Blackfire. Drakon is a pretty decent fighter as well. He has 120 in one-handed, 80 in two-handed, polearm, bow, crossbow, 120 in throwing, riding, and athletics. You could really use Draken in any way, shape, or form that you need, as he also has a 120 in smithing, tactics, 80 in charm, stewardship, leadership, and also 120 in medicine. You could easily create a second party for your clan, use him for smithing weapons, or even throw him in as a surgeon in your clan if you still need one. Overall, a great companion to add to your party. Now finally entering the top 3, at the number 3 spot in our list, we have Jacqueline Hagar. Jacqueline is a man of many traits, as you could really use him in any way you can think of. He's a pretty decent fighter with a 120 in one-handed, two-handed, polearm, throwing, bow, and crossbow, as well as athletics, but also pretty much excellent at any other skill, as he also has a 60 in stewardship, leadership, engineering, medicine, trade, and smithing, with a 180 in scouting. This means he would be a great governor, scout for your clan, use him to create weapons, or even as an engineer or surgeon for your clan if you still needed one. Definitely a solid companion all around, as this is the reason why he gets the number 3 spot in our list. Now the second best companion in our list, and Realm of Thrones, at the number 2 spot, we have everybody's favorite Lord Tyrion. Tyrion isn't your typical fighting companion, as he only has a 60 bow and crossbow with a 70 in riding and 100 in athletics, but he can pretty much do anything else you need him to do. He's got a 200 in charm, 120 in trading, 260 in stewardship, which I believe is the highest in the entire game, a 150 in leadership, and 60 in medicine, and also a 120 in engineering. Tyrion would be great as a governor or even your quartermaster, engineer, and even surgeon in your clan. What I typically do though is create a second party with him because his party size is absolutely huge, but regardless of what you need him for, he's a great companion, which is why he deserves the number 2 spot in our list. And finally, the absolute best companion that you can possibly recruit into your party in Realm of Thrones, and also at the number 1 spot in our list, we have Jaime Lannister. Just like Tyrion, Jaime can do it all and even more, as he's also a great fighting companion. He's got a 290 in one-handed, 280 in two-handed, 270 in polearm, 150 in bow and crossbow and throwing, 250 in riding, 200 in athletics, with a 250 in tactic. Looking at his skills, he has a 140 in scouting, 200 in charm, 100 in trading, 250 in stewardship, 250 in leadership, and 100 in medicine. Honestly, I don't have a recommendation for what you should do, only because he's so versatile, as he would be a great governor, scout for your clan, caravan, surgeon, quartermaster, or just create an additional party with him. But overall, I think it's pretty obvious that he is the best companion in all of Realm of Thrones. Don't run away just yet, as of course I couldn't condense my list into just 10 companions, so here are 3 honorable mentions that I found that probably could have or maybe even should have made the list. The first is Oris Galmarin, who's a decent fighter and also is great for smithing weapons. Second is Benjen Stark, a great fighter who can make a great scout for your clan. And last but not least is 1-1. He's a giant companion and you can't really get any better than that. But that wraps up our list of the top 10 best companions in Realm of Thrones. I hope you found this list very helpful for your next playthrough, and if any of you all thought I missed some companions that you think should have made this list, be sure to let me know down in the comments below. And now that you know and have the best companions possible in Realm of Thrones, you might want the best troops possible to go along with them. Check out the video at the end where I rank Realm of Thrones' best troops from 1 to 10. And also don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future Realm of Thrones content, as we were going to be covering what you should expect in Realm of Thrones' next major update. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you in the next one.